Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Tower Talk. We are your hosts,
BuffPocketMidget
and Wondrouswally. So on last week's episode, everybody got all in a stir about the brand new landing zone that's been established on the planet Mercury.
That's right, the tower has been abuzz with the reacquisition of Mercury itself from the hands of the Vex, and there's been non-stop excitement about who showed up.
That's right, the infamous Guardian himself.
Osiris?
The one.
Did he get banned from the tower?
The one, the only, banished Guardian himself, Osiris.
Now that's one hell of a comeback, if I might say so myself.
But where the Infinite Forest is concerned, you're likely to find Osiris. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was the very thing that drove him off the edge in the first place.
I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, have you seen the Infinite Forest lately? It's enough to drive any man insane.
Especially with what they're doing to it now, running those simulations and whatnot. For our first segment of the week, Buff is going to walk us through the new ins and outs of the Crucible in this week's Coliseum.
Fish in a barrel.
But the Crucible
thank you very much, Wally. As you'll see here in the center is Wormhaven. It is a PS4 exclusive on Titan's hive-infested arcology and is being regarded as an instant classic. It's a little Halo-esque, and to be honest, it's a little bit of a labyrinth. So watch your corners. It's not that linear as you might expect. Lots of elevation to watch out for, hiding enemies, and a little bit of laser tag. Alright, on the right-hand side here, you'll see the new map Pacifica. It's aboard one of Titan's rigs, and it's more than just a labyrinth, Wally. You gotta check this out. There are ins and outs, ups and downs. You gotta be looking up, down, left, right, all around clear, you know? Gotta have that combat mindset. If only you could low crawl to a victim.
I heard it's very vertical.
It is very vertical, and to be honest, it's gonna be hard to track and target anywhere you go. It definitely has a steep learning curve.
And lastly, Buff, what is the third map that seems to have come out for the Crucible?
Well, on the left-hand side here, you'll see Radiant Cliffs. It's a minimalist map. The aspects here lead itself into gunfights, which make the game feel balanced no matter how good or bad the player is against one another. It's a very skill-based map, something you just can't rush into. And that's going to do it for this week's Coliseum. We'll be back after the short commercial break.
Up next, we're going to have a real treat for all the viewers out there. A brand new look at an awesome mode and vehicle for transportation. Be sure to stick around till after the commercial break, because you aren't going to want to miss this week's For the Birds.